Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world or whenever you are watching this. Welcome to another meditation and yoga practice with me, Valerie. My friends call me Val, your host. Please feel free to say hello in the chat box and where you're joining from and all that good stuff. I'll give people a few moments to kind of get signed on here. I've said it before that kind of the 3-minute mark is a little bit of the sweet spot of when everybody's signed on. And plus today is a Monday, so maybe we're all a little slower getting started here. But it's always nice to be able to kind of chat with you. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this live, is to kind of have a little bit of a community going on. But yeah, so I have another good class for you today, but I should start off saying, and I'll say it again at the end for those that may not know it, but I am going to be heading to the States soon to see my family. So I will still be doing the yoga classes at the same time. Just the only day I won't will be Wednesday. So this Wednesday, I won't be doing a class. I think I might be a little too jet lagged or tired to really put together a proper class, but I will be doing a class on Friday, the 31st. So I just wanted to let you all know that. I'll announce it again at the end of class as well. Ashley's on. All right. Hi, Val. Joining for the beginning of class today. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. I know you're always watching the videos, either the replay or watching the meditations and the intentions. So I really appreciate it. And I enjoy your comments. So thanks, Ashley. Okay. All right. So I'll read the card of the day today. I'm sure a few people will sign on, but we will go ahead and get started here for those that are on time. So today's card is a little bit of a repeat. Ashley says, "Oh, I'm so glad you can come, but so disappointed that we're not in DC now to get to see you." It's all right. Unfortunately, to be totally honest, I wouldn't be seeing anybody else. I'm only seeing my parents and maybe one friend that lives in Delaware, but I'm honestly not even probably going to see my grandparents that live in Philadelphia, just so I don't bring anything to them or anything like that. So I'm literally just seeing my parents. So yeah, don't worry about it. But that's just the honest truth of the situation that's going on. I really don't plan on really going around a lot. I'll be there 3 weeks, but mainly the first 2 weeks, I'm going to be trying to, probably even the first week, because I will try to get a test when I get there just to make sure. But yeah, again, I don't really plan on seeing a lot of people. So sorry, Ashley, but it's okay. I know I'll get to see you soon. Okay, so for the card today, another Louise Hay, and we've actually had that one. Hope will be a great time with your family, though. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate that. I'm really excited to see them. It's been, I think, really tough on everybody with this pandemic, of not being able to see families and just all of this uncertainty and all of this kind of, stress. I think it's been a lot on everybody's minds and our brains and our subconscious just to be that stressed out for so long. It's honestly just not even healthy. So I'm glad all of you are here and doing this yoga class with me. And it's honestly been helping to keep me in a better state, to be totally honest. One, it gives me something kind of prepared for and look forward to. And I hope it does the same for you, which is the whole reason I started it, was to bring a little bit of calm to this chaos. And unfortunately, the chaos is continuing. So therefore, I will continue to do the classes as well. Okay, so without further ado, today's card is, I'm in the process of positive change. I'm unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And another good card. I know I've had this one before, and I always kind of say a little spiel afterwards, but I'm kind of having that as almost like a new mantra of, I'm in the process of positive change. So kind of no matter what we're going through, any ups and downs that we're having in life, if we just kind of kept that mantra of, I'm in the process of positive change. I'm in the process of positive change. And we just kind of said that and even allowed it to happen in our lives, allow this change to be positive and know that we're part of the process and it's not just happening to us. And that us being a part of it can be a really good thing and really fun and fulfilling. And it can make us feel and express health and happiness and prosperity and all that peace of mind. So as I was kind of preparing for today's class, I came across the quote. And the quote is from Howard Thurman. And I think it's actually pretty perfect because with the whole Black Lives Matter movement going on, he was actually part of the civil rights movement. And his quote is, "Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go out and do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive." And I was just like, that's so great. I feel like everybody's always looking for, oh, what's my purpose? What can I do? What's the specific thing that I can do for the world, rather than focusing in on, okay, what really ignites me? What makes me feel the most alive? And then kind of delivering that to the world instead, because that's what the world really needs. Because when you're in this positive flow of change, or in this positive process of positive change, that makes you feel more alive. So anyways, these I felt kind of were interconnected. So I felt like I'd kind of bring that in on our meditation for today. So without any further ado, I ask you to kind of get into a comfortable position. So whether you are seated on a chair or a couch or on the ground, whatever's most comfortable for you, but just make sure your spine is nice and long and tall. And I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes. And go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep inhale in. And then a slow, full exhale out. Another nice, slow inhale in. And just a full exhale out. And then just allow your breath to become more natural. And as you bring your awareness to your breath, it automatically begins to slow. And begin to relax the muscles in your face, between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. And even relax your shoulders, any tension you might be holding. And allow that tension to release on the exhale. Allow any stress, any tension, any holding or gripping to release further on each exhale. Just bringing your awareness back to your breath. Now bringing your awareness to the center of your chest, where your heart is. And perhaps becoming aware as your chest rises and falls with each inhale and exhale. And from this space, in the center of your chest, where your heart is, I invite you to ask yourself the question, what brings me alive? When do I feel the most alive? Or maybe what lights me up inside? When do I feel most in flow or aligned with myself? Whatever question kind of brings to you any type of feeling or sensation or a knowing or an image of what makes you feel the most alive. And just notice what comes to mind of what makes you feel the most alive or what lights you up the most. can be anything. It can be anything from a good hug or dancing to music, singing on stage, making new friends, helping people, playing with children, whatever it is, whatever lights you up, whatever makes you feel the most alive inside. Just notice the feeling, how that might feel in your heart, in the center of your chest. Notice any sensations that may arise, perhaps bringing a smile to your face, perhaps making you feel a little bit lighter, more joyful. Notice any images, maybe past experiences kind of flooding your mind. Maybe even notice any future goals that this is kind of triggering. But just bring back what makes me feel the most alive and just settle into that feeling of what it feels like to feel really lit up, to feel really passionate about something. And just notice just how that feels. Just with a few more breaths, and allow that feeling to spread through your body. Just notice at what times you felt the most vivid, energized, engaged, and alive. Just notice those moments. And then now, what makes me come alive, and what can I do with that? Just a gentle question to ask yourself. What makes me come alive, and what can I do with that? And just know the world doesn't need anything specific for you to do or for you to be. Just what makes you come alive, and do that. I hope that allows to relieve any pressure, but just a calmness. What can I do with this that makes me feel alive and vibrant and energized and joyful and happy? Just for a few more moments, just begin to ponder that big question. Just allow your mind to just search for gentle answers, gentle fun. And just allowing the feeling of feeling energized, vivid, and alive and joyful just to spread through your body. Again, maybe bringing a smile to your face, allowing that to spread down into your hips and through your feet, and up your shoulders into your neck and into your head, down your arms and out your fingertips, and kind of wrapping you in that energizing energy or alive feeling or sensation, just to kind of wrap you in that, feeling really good. With your next big inhale and slow exhale, and on your next inhale, just gently begin to bat your eyelashes and open up your eyes. I hope that you enjoyed that. Oh, I see Casey's on. Hey, Casey. Maybe joined a little late for the meditation, but I hope you enjoyed it. I will read the card one more time before we go into our yoga practice. So the card is, I'm in the process of positive change. I'm unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And then I read another quote about how that don't ask what the world needs, instead what makes you come alive, and then kind of go out and do that. Yeah, so I kind of thought this kind of went together of this whole positive change and then kind of discovering what makes you come alive and then going out and doing that. So maybe we'll be pondering that a little bit during today's yoga practice, but just a lot of good feeling stuff today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot back on my mat. And we'll go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and start with our our legs just slightly bent. So maybe kind of extend them, maybe a little gentle bounce, staying long in the spine here. Maybe really flexing those feet towards the ceiling. If you need a generous bend in the knees, that's fine. We're just going to stay here for just a moment. Long in the spine, really open in the chest, long in the legs. Nice deep inhale, looking up at the sky. And exhale down. You can keep your legs straight if you'd like, or give it kind of a gentle bend in the knees. And kind of the key with this is, I'm going to move a little, just move away from the stereo. So you're going to almost like you're swimming. So we're just going to take the key is just to kind of sync with the breath and not worry so much about the form. So we're inhaling the left arm behind, almost like you're going to take a big stroke, and then exhale, coming to the opposite side to your right foot. Inhale, kind of coming back. And then we're going to switch. So going to the right side. Inhale, right arm up, big circle. And then exhale, coming back. Inhale, big circle with the left. And exhale, coming back. So this is really warming up the spine a bit. Nice side body stretch. And exhale. Just syncing the movement. Again, it doesn't have to look pretty. It's just warming up the body. Syncing with the breath. And just one more to each side. Good job. And go ahead and bend the left leg, extending right toes towards the ceiling. Inhaling both arms up, and then exhale, hinging from the hips. If you can grab just your knee, that's fine, or your calf, or your ankle, your foot, wherever you are. Just not trying to force it. Just getting a little bit of movement here. And inhale, coming up. Inhaling both arms up. And with an exhale, turning towards the left side. Bringing the right hand to the left knee. Maybe looking over left shoulder. Just relax the face and relax the jaw. Nice deep inhale and exhale, unwinding. And go ahead and swap legs. Your hips facing your left. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, hinging from the hips. And gently grabbing your knee or your calf or your ankle or wherever you are. And just finding a little bit of movement in the spine, a little bit of syncing up with the breath. Maybe even a little yawn. And inhale, gently coming up. Inhaling both arms. Reach for the sky. And on an exhale, bringing your left hand to your right knee. Looking over your right shoulder. Left hand, right knee, right shoulder. And breathing, relaxing the face and the jaw. And inhaling, coming back to center. And you can extend the legs or bend the legs, whatever you'd like. We're going to bring our hands to our shoulders, just gently resting them there and just doing some gentle shoulder circles. Shoulder circles. A little tongue twister there. Inhaling. And then now going the opposite direction. Inhaling as you open up. Exhaling as you kind of round the shoulders back. And go ahead and feel free to kind of sync with your own breath. You don't have to stay with me. Just the key is to be inhaling and exhaling and moving with that. Go ahead and relax the arms. This time we're actually going to bring the soles of our feet together, or our butterfly. And pressing our feet together. Opening up the hips a little bit. Staying along in the spine here. As we kind of actively can see if we can bring our knees a little bit closer to the ground. Breathing and lengthening through the spine. And from here, if you'd like, you can gently begin to hinge forward, not ripping and tearing anything, but just kind of deepening that stretch. Maybe if you'd like, you can move your feet a little further away. And bringing the hands to the ground if you'd like. If that's not where you are, that's fine. Again, just getting a little bit of swaying here. A little bit of breathing, just so we're not kind of gripping anywhere or holding our breath. Inhale, coming up. Maybe opening up the feet like they're a book. See the inside of your soles here. Oh gosh, my feet are so sore. I wore heels for about 12 hours on Saturday. Whee, and my feet still hurt. So today's practice will be good for my feet today. I hope. We'll find out. All right, so let's bring our knees together here. We're going to make our way on to all fours for some gentle cat-cows. So with your wrists underneath of your shoulders and your hips stacked on top of your knees here. Inhaling gently, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, and inhaling, looking up. And on an exhale, rolling the spine. Here we go. Dropping the tailbone, pressing away from the mat. Exhaling the angry cat, that kind of Halloween cat. And on an inhale, lifting the tailbone and lifting the head. And go ahead and feel free to kind of move on your own breath. And kind of do and feels right for you. As we just kind of move and warm up through our spine. Okay, and then from here, just to kind of activate our lower core, make sure you're in your neutral spine. And we're going to press into the tops of our feet and lift our knees. So from here, activate that lower core, draw in the belly button, press into the tops of your feet and lift your knees. Really feel your lower core kind of activating here. really pressing away from the mat. And exhale to lower down. And on an inhale, we're going to just gently step through our left foot and kind of coming onto our knee here. And go ahead and pivot on your back knee. So bringing my right foot, kind of heel toeing it behind me. I'm trying not to hit my radio station there. There you go, my stereo system. So we're here. And inhaling the arms out. Kind of in this modified warrior pose. Nice deep inhale here. And as we gently move through this, so we're going to bring our right palm of our hand to the ground. And as we do that, we're going to kind of move our left leg and kind of pivot that. So we're going to do a whole full body motion here. Nice deep inhale. And then on exhale, gently bringing our right hand to the mat, really mindfully here. And then pivoting on that foot, pointing the toe forward, pressing away from the mat. Bring my foot, make sure that's in line there. Kind of in that gate pose, modified gate. And just be aware that you're not sinking into your arm, you're not collapsing into the shoulders, really pressing away from the mat, opening up the heart. Gaze is up. Relaxing the face, feeling this real full body, and then inhaling the left arm up and over. Nice full body stretch here. So you should really feel this in your side body, but breathing, make sure you're not gripping anywhere. You should feel that from your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. And on an exhale, go ahead and drop the left hand, and we're going to just gently walk the hands back to the center, pivot that left foot back, and then pivot on the back knee. We're just going to do this nice and gently and mindfully. And exhale, straightening the front leg and pointing the left toes towards the ceiling here. Just breathing mindfully here. And exhale, planting the foot. And we're just going to gently step back so we can go to the opposite side. I'm going to pivot so you can see me. This time stepping through with the right leg. We'll do this all very mindfully. Coming up to the knee on an inhale. Pivoting that left foot behind. Get behind that. Here we go. An option to kind of walk the hands if you would like, or kind of mindfully lowering onto the left hand. Nice deep inhale here. Nice long spine. And on an exhale, gently and mindfully, so we're not just flying down, kind of coming onto your left hand as you pivot on the right foot, inhaling the right arm up to the sky, pressing away from the mat, being really mindful again that we are not sinking into our shoulders here. Breathing. And on an exhale, bringing the right arm up and over. Feeling that nice, beautiful side body stretch all the way from your toes, down your side body, up to your fingertips. Nice, beautiful energy flow here. And on an exhale, go ahead and drop the fingertips as we mindfully make our way to the other side of our mat, pivoting our left foot, bending our right knee. And then on an exhale, straightening the front leg and pointing the toes towards the ceiling. And give them a little wiggle, a little wiggle of the toes, and then a little giggle. Sorry. And exhale, planting the foot and just stepping back. And from here, we're going to press into the palms of our hands, tuck the toes, and lift the hips all the way up into the sky to our first downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Really pressing away from the mat. With your gaze between your hands, you can gently begin to walk, jump, step your way forward, Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And from here, just gently begin to rise vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing to come up is your head. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhaling both arms up above your head. It's almost as if you had a beach ball overhead in our strong mountain pose. And on an exhale, gently tilting towards the right side. Inhale, coming to center. And exhale, tilting to the left. Inhale to center one more time here. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale to the left. Inhale to center, and exhale, both arms down, and gently begin to link your fingers or interlock your fingers, rolling the shoulders, opening up the chest. If that's not available to you, then just activating the arms nice and strong at your side. Just opening up through the chest. Opening up through the shoulders. And nice deep inhale and exhale to release. So from here, we're going to move through 2 flows. Option is to stay with me or kind of move through on your own. Completely up to you. So during the first one, I will be kind of saying what I'm doing. And then on the next one, I won't be. You'll just be hearing me probably breathing loudly. Okay, so on the first one, and again, I do encourage you to stay with me or do what you would like. But we're just going to kind of, I know a lot of you have been following me for a while, and I know you're comfortable with this. So that's another reason why I empower you to kind of do this with your own breath on each inhale and exhale, just kind of flowing with it and flowing with your body and linking the breath with something physical to just keep you in the present moment. Okay, that's all it is, keeping you in the present moment, present and calm. And with our theme of the day is I'm in the process of positive change. So maybe keep that in mind and what makes me feel the most alive. So inhaling both arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips, petting my plants on the way down. Inhale halfway up, strong back, long spine here. Exhale down, planting the hands, walk, jump, or step your way back to plank. Option to always come to knees. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up to cobra. Pressing into your pelvis. Exhale down. Inhale, pressing up, tucking the toes and lifting the hips into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. With your gaze between your hands, you can gently walk, jump, or step your way forward. Inhale halfway up. And exhale down. Inhale all the way up to rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Stay here for just a moment. All those that are going through their first flow to catch up before we move on to our second. And here we go again. We'll do one more flow and I'll still narrate just in case you have anybody new on. All right, here we go. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale down. Option to close your eyes if you'd like. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down, planting the hands, walk, jump, or step your way back into your plank, strong core. Exhale, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, pressing away from the mat. And exhale, lifting up into your downward facing dog. Option to take a few breaths here. And with your gaze between your hands, gently walk, jump, or step your way forward. Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And inhale all the way to rise, pressing into all four corners of your feet. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. Hands to heart center. Really good. And someone else saying hi. Aiden, thank you for this. You're welcome, Aiden. Where are you joining from? Okay, so here we go. And so what we're going to do is nice deep inhale in. And this time we're only going to step back. So don't worry, you're not going to move through a complete new flow. So exhale. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And from here, just gently step back with your left foot. And then that high lunge here. And go ahead and lower down on that knee, your left knee. Pressing away from the mat with your right foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, arms down. Nice deep inhale, long spine. And on an exhale, go ahead and straighten that leg again, pointing the toes to the sky. And exhale, planting the foot. So stay with me here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our right hand to the inside of our right foot. We're going to heel toe the right leg towards the right side of our mat. So we're really going to open up through our hips, coming into lizard pose. So we're going to heel toe that so you're getting really open here in your hips. And having your toes, so your right toes kind of slightly pointed to out on your mat, okay? And from here, option to stay right here or to gently lower down. So this, we're not going to force anything, but if you can come onto your elbows, but there's no rhyme or reason to force your way there. If this feels good for you, you can stay right here. If you have a block or a pillow, you can kind of put that in front of you. If not, you can go ahead and lower down. Really opening up through the hips there, but mindfully, we're not forcing anything. We won't be here for very long, so try not to hold your breath. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on out. Inhaling, coming into pressing into our hands. Go ahead and heel toe your foot back in alignment here. This is a little bit more aligned with our hips. We're going to go ahead and rise up, pressing away. Inhale, coming up. Okay, so we're going to stay really mindful in our core here. Tailbone is tucked. Core is strong. And we're going to move with our breath. So that's what we just did with our flow. We're going to do that now again with our arms. Big movements. That's why we did kind of the swimming in the beginning. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to move a little further away from my TV so I don't hit it. So from here, inhaling, both arms up. Reach, and on an exhale, opening up through the shoulders, petting your plants if you need. Exhaling down. Here we go. Inhaling as you rise them, reach up for the sky, and exhale, bringing them down and inhaling up. So if you don't have that much rotation, you don't have to go as big in his back, okay? So if you don't have as big of a movement as that, it's okay. Doesn't have to. Exhale, moving forward. Inhale, opening up as wide as you can, or as far back as comfortable. And then exhaling, arms down. So just last one here. Inhaling, opening, and exhaling down. So what feels comfortable for you. And with your last inhale up, exhale, both arms down. Go ahead and tuck that back toe. And just go ahead and bring that forward, staying hinged at the hips. Nice deep inhale as you come halfway up. Exhale down. This time stepping back with your right foot. And that nice high lunge here. Exhale, lowering down the right leg. Nice and long in the spine here. Exhale, straightening the front leg again, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. And exhale, planting the foot. Go ahead and bring the left hand inside of your left foot and heel toe your left foot towards the left side of your mat, having your toe pointed slightly out, opening up through the hips, option to stay right here. As you're opening up through the hips and gently, ever so gently making your way down to your elbows if that is even possible. If not, then you can stay up here. Again, if you have a block or a pillow or anything like that, that can kind of help. But the goal isn't to force your way down onto your elbows if that's not possible. The goal is to maintain the integrity with your breath and to continue breathing, not to have any gripping or tension. Just thinking the breath. Because when you hold your breath, you're going automatically into your fight and flight. And we don't want that. So if, again, it's most comfortable up here, that's where you stay. So go ahead, if you're on your elbows, to gently make your way up to your hands and heel toe your left foot back in alignment here, back underneath. Inhale, pressing away from the mat. You need to bring your foot in a little bit. There we go. And now we're going to flow with our arms. Again, I have to move further away from my TV. Inhaling. And exhaling, opening up through the heart and the chest. Moving those shoulders. Inhaling, looking up. And exhale. And we won't do as many since we did the other side. And I just keep hitting my poor plant here. All right. And exhaling, both arms down. Tucking that back toe here. And instead of coming forward, we're going to do the opposite this time. So really pressing away, we're going to step back the left foot coming into plank. You've got this. Engage that core. And exhale, lowering down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale down. Inhale, all the way up, tucking the toes. And coming into our downward facing dog. Relaxing the head, maybe doing some yeses and nos. Your gaze between your hands, you can gently walk, jump, or step your way forward, staying hinged at the knees. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, really good. Just stay on the top. No, okay. So, here we go. And from here, just checking in with the breath. I'm going to check in with the time. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to do a very gentle balance. And we did this, I think, on Wednesday or Friday. Just going to gently switch back and forth on our feet. Okay? Very easy, but it's just kind of good to move with the breath still and to get a little bit of balance because we're going to go into a really fun balance in a moment. So inhaling, pressing away from our right foot. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhaling, left leg down. Shifting the weight to the left. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhaling, and here we go. It's a little bit of a march here. Inhaling and exhaling, what feels most gentle for you. And just make sure as you're going back and forth to each leg, that you're doing it very mindfully and that your hips aren't moving because you don't really want to be going like this. You're really pressing away from the mat as you lift the opposite leg, maintaining your core and switching, really lifting from your core. I mean, you can do it sloppily if you want, but I recommend to maintain that and my hips are not moving. I'm just gently rotating. Okay, good job. Coming back to center here. And from here, we're going to step back into warrior one. So maintaining that core here. Inhaling, coming onto the toes of your left foot. You're just going to gently slide the left foot back and pivot it ever so gently, the toes out. Inhaling both arms up. That really strong warrior one. All right, you've got this. We're going to move into a little bit of a balance here. Exhaling both arms down. Interlocking your hands behind your back, opening up through your shoulders. Chest up, chin up. Here we go. Go ahead and release the hands. We're going to get a gentle, soft bend in that front knee. Come onto the toes of your left foot. Staying with the integrity of your core. We're going to fly, okay? So here we go. Pressing into the right foot. On an inhale, coming onto the toes of your left. Lifting your left toes up and away. Using that core, bringing your arms behind. Option to interlock your hands. Gaze is down. Core is strong. Feel the strength of your right leg holding you up. Kind of play with this a little bit. Enjoy this sensation. You're not going to be here much longer. If your hands are locked, go ahead and release and gently step back. Didn't do that as gently as I wanted to, but here we are. And go ahead and pivot on that back foot, on your left foot, opening up into your warrior two here. Nice strong warrior two. And breathing. Good job. If you enjoyed that a little bit of play. And we'll move on to the next side next. So we'll step back with the right foot. But here we go. Inhaling, so we're going to flip the right palm up. Inhale, right palm to the sky. Breathing, gazes up. And this is going to be a full body movement. So on an exhale, we will windmill the arms down. Windmill both arms down. Pivot on the back foot. Full body movement here. You've got this. This will be our last flow. So go ahead and step back that right foot, coming into our plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, use that core. Tucking the tailbone, lifting the tailbone, excuse me. Coming into our downward facing dog. Gaze between the hands, gently walk, jump, or step your way forward. Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up to rise, pressing away from the mat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really good. So I'm going to come to the other side, so then I open up on the correct side here. So from our mountain, go to our warrior one, and then we'll fly, okay? Getting a nice gentle bend in your left knee. Using your core as you step back with your right and pivoting ever so gently on your right foot. Pivoting open further to the right. Inhaling both arms up. Let's tap into that intention of today of I'm in the process of positive change. And exhale, both arms down. Option to interlock your fingers and open up your heart and your chest. Breathing deeply. Sinking back with that breath before we fly and play a little bit. Go ahead and release the fingertips. Get a little bit of a bounce in the front leg, little softness. And then pivot that back foot. Getting a little bit of movement here. A lot of softness in your left leg. Using your core and integrity here. On an inhale, kind of shifting forward on your right toes. Inhaling, pressing away from the mat with your left foot. Hinging ever so gently. Gaze is down. Arms are at your side, or option to interlock as you kind of fly and soar here. Right foot is spiraled down. Or arms are at your side. Whatever feels good here. Left leg is strong, and this time I'm going to do a little bit more mindfully. You get a little bit of a bend in your left leg, and then you step back, trusting the earth to catch you. So making sure your arms aren't interlocked. Bending the front leg and gently stepping back. A little more graceful that time. Pivoting on your right foot opening up into your warrior two. Try to do it a little more gracefully that time. Nice and long in our spine here. Strong warrior. And go ahead and flip the palm of your left hand facing the sky. Inhaling left arm all the way up to the ceiling. And on an exhale, full body. Here we go. Windmilling the both arms down. Pivoting on the back foot. And stepping back. The left foot coming into downward facing dog. And gently lowering the knees. Open up the knees ever so gently. Press your hips back into child's pose. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Connecting with the breath. Option, bring your arms back behind. As you kind of settle into your breath here. Checking back into our mantra of being in a process of positive change. And even bringing in that quote of what makes me feel the most alive. I hope that little bit of flying motion maybe made you feel that way just a little bit, a little energized, a little bit aliveness to take you into your week. Inhale coming up. Go ahead and move your feet from underneath of you. I'm going to just do some gentle arm down and a little bit of core work. Okay. So from here, we're just going to gently lower down onto the mat, keeping a gentle bend in your knees here. Pressing in to the soles of your feet. Inhaling, lifting your hips to the sky. And exhale down. Inhale, pressing away. Lifting your chest to chin, chin to sky. And exhale down. Just one more. Here we go. Inhale, lifting up. Really pressing away. Chest to chin, chin to sky. Making sure your legs are staying parallel and they're not kind of sprawling open or going in. And exhale, lower them down. And from here, we've done this before, making sure your lower back is really pressed into the mat, almost as if you had a piece of paper under you, I couldn't pull it out. So you're really pressing your lower back. It should be activating your core muscles here. We're just going to do some toe taps. All right. We'll do 10, so about 5 on each side. Really press that in and make sure you maintain this position throughout. All right, here we go. Option to even kind of put your hands here so you can feel it working. Here we go. You should already kind of feel this nice and activating. And heel touch. So extending the right leg, extending the left leg, touching the heel. And left. So that was 2 already. So here we go. Keep maintaining that. That was 3 on each side. So 2 more on each side, really pressing your lower back into the ground. And once more on each side. Good job. And with your core all fired up, maintaining your back pressed into the mat, go ahead and lift the feet off of the ground. We're going to do some gentle, they're called dead bugs. But make sure you're really pressing your back into the mat, and you're just going to gently extend the one leg at a time. So just kind of gently extending, and we'll do the same on each side. We'll do just 10 again. So 2. Really press that lower back in. Should really be feeling this. Just 2 more on each side. Making sure you're maintaining that. I didn't maintain it on that one. And 1 more. Good job. And gently lower the knees. Maybe give yourself a nice big hug. Do some gentle circles. with your knees, and opposite direction here. And with your knees, let them give yourself a little hug and allow them to fall to the right side, opening up into a T, looking over your left shoulder. And on your next inhale, bring your knees up to the center and allow them now to fall to the left side, looking over your right shoulder. Spinal twist here. Bringing your knees to center. Bring your hands between your knees and grab the outside of your feet, coming into happy baby. Palms of your feet facing the sky. And go ahead and gently release. Feel free to do any last minute moves. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together, coming into a reclined butterfly here. Allowing my hips to really open here. Option to bring your feet closer or further from your bottom, whatever's most comfortable. Just allowing gravity to do a little work here. Again, I have to scoot away from my sound system. Just be here for a moment. Just allowing gravity to do a little bit of gentle work here. Opening up through the hips. And inhale, bringing knees together, and go ahead and extend the legs down. And if you haven't already, releasing the arms to your side, coming into Savasana. I invite you to close your eyes as we begin to relax. With your eyes closed, begin to relax your toes, relax your ankles, relax the tops of your legs and the backs of your legs, all the way up to your hips and your bottom. Just relax and melt into the ground. Relax your lower back, your mid back, and your upper back. Relax your stomach and your solar plexus and your chest, all the way up to your shoulders. Just relax and melt into the ground. Relax your shoulders and your elbows down to your wrists and down each fingertip. Just relax and melt into the ground. Relax your neck and your throat. Relax your jaw and your tongue in your mouth. Relax the back of your head, the top of your head and your forehead. Relax all the tiny muscles in your face and just gently melt into the ground. Feeling fully relaxed. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just breathing a little bit slower and deeper than normal. And bring back that intention from the beginning of what makes you feel the most alive. What brings you alive. What lights you up. What makes you feel really passionate. And how can you do that or bring that into this world? The world doesn't need you to be or do anything specifically. The world just needs people that are more alive. And on your next gentle inhale, gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bending your knees, giving yourself a nice gentle hug. Maybe a little bit of gratitude to yourself for being here today. And allow your legs to fold to one side as you cradle your head. And then gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position while we close out for today's class. May you always have clarity of thought. May you always speak your truth. And may your heart always be filled with love and compassion and joy and peace and what brings you alive, what makes you feel the most energized and joyful. Namaste. And for the time being, namaste, healthy and safe. Thank you so much for joining me today in Monday's practice. Like I said in the beginning of class, I won't be having class for the first time in a long time this Wednesday. So I'm usually having class every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time, same place. But like I said, I'm going to head home to see my family for a little while. So I will still have classes. So it'll be the same time, but it'll be a different place. So I won't be having class Wednesday, but I will be back here again on Friday, the 31st, I believe. So until then, I hope you take today's intention and practice with you for the week. And in the meantime, I have plenty of other recorded live shows that you can do in the meantime. If you'd like, if you liked this class, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, or even send this to other people. I saw that we had a new person on earlier. So Aiden, you're very welcome. So thanks for this. I really hope you enjoyed it. Where are you joining from? Ashley and Casey, thank you so much. And anybody else that's on, I really appreciate you joining in. Hope you enjoyed today's class. And yeah, I know there's a little bit of a lag, so let everybody kind of join in there. Okay. So thank you again, everyone. And have a beautiful rest of your day, a nice start to your week, and much love to you. Mwah. See you on Friday. Bye.